Good day to all. Good day to all. This is Nurturing of Our Humanity. This is another one of those Wednesday lives. And here we go. So um, let's start with the thumbnail. Real, real people aren't perfect, and perfect people aren't real. But the title of this video, excuse my noise. The title of this video is Born Family versus Chosen Family. And I want to just really inspire, um, once again, people to find their tribe, um, and to know that you aren't limited by what you were born to or what you believe you were born without. There's a world of opportunity, and, we are to realize that opportunity. So, as with most subjects, one thing that I found is a constant common thread is knowledge of self. If you don't know yourself and what you're doing, um, everything is confusing. Everything is up for change. A lot of this conversation was inspired by a beautiful talk that I was having with my nephew. And, it's amazing how, my love language is intellectual energy. And, the way I know somebody is stoking that, no funny stuff, but the way I know somebody is working that is, um, really by how inspired I am to take notes during a conversation with someone. And what I'm starting to realize is the people that don't make me want to take notes when I'm talking with them are kind of the people I just don't really want to spend much time talking to. Um, so me knowing that about myself, it helps me to properly um, understand what I need in my family and friends, these titles that we give to people around us. Um, whether whether we're talking about people that you're blood related to or people that are your chosen family, um, strangers are strange. I'm sometimes in a household of all blood related people, and I feel isolated and alone. And, I'm not saying I feel unsafe. I just don't feel inspired, you know, um, inspired to talk. When I see how important uh, an hour of my time can be to somebody, and then how unimportant a week or 2 weeks of my time can be to somebody else, it tells me a lot about where I need to be and where I should be. And that leads me into the next kind of topic I want to run into, which is vetting and choosing. And, just as in dating, vetting, literally similar things of different titles, but um, it is a process of, once again, starting with knowing yourself and being able to set little goals or hurdles in front of the people around you or the person that you're trying to learn something about. You give them opportunities to show you, that they're worthy of your attention. Um, it's a process that's very important not to lose focus of, I believe. I think a lot of people, to just for example, in the dating pool, I think a lot of people waste their time trying to find somebody they're physically compatible with, and they don't properly mentally vet a person, but You would have to know yourself to do that. A lot of people jump into relationships for very simple reasons. So if you don't have any depth, you definitely can't vet for depth. You know, if it ain't in you, if it ain't on you, it ain't in you. Um, and you know, you know, I just think that if you, personally feel it's more rewarding to have amazing people around you that you've chose to put around you. Of course, with knowledge of yourself, and you know, um, you know, when energy starts reciprocating, when ideas start reciprocating, when um, beautiful goals in your future start to become realized because the people around you that you've chosen or that have also chosen you are bringing that energy into your life and you're bringing that energy into their life, I think it's just so much more satisfying. Um, I think it's rewarding on that level. Um, but along with knowing yourself, you have to have a very unbiased opinion. Um, I personally believe that the language of love is brutal honesty. And maybe the word brutal, I guess it doesn't have to be brutal in like a vicious way, like making somebody bleed or nothing, But when I say brutal, I just mean completely unfiltered, like somebody you can tell your whole truth to and they can handle it. And if there's parts of it that are hard for them to handle, they'll communicate that with you and you guys can work through that some more. But it's not because you're candy coating the truth because you don't think somebody's able to handle it, because what you need to know in your life right now is that the people around you are capable of hearing the real truth about you and growing with you into that. And a lot of relationships are held back, in my opinion, because we can't tell people the full truth. And when you can't be completely honest with somebody, you really aren't growing with them and they're limiting you and holding you back, or you're holding yourself back because you're not able to be all of you. Um, the more people you're around that you can't be your uncensored self around, that becomes very exhausting. It's a lot of work. I generally am starting to not understand that anymore. I guess I used to, but now once you have the ability to not be afraid to lose everybody, it's very liberating. Um, and fear gets out of the way, when you're not afraid of that at all anymore. Um, so I would say brutal honesty is a big part of it. Now, the topic of this is choosing your own family in a sense, or making your own team. So the goal is a full and supportive team. Um, you know, and I believe it requires multiple people to complete a complex person. Um, so, it's not fair generally to put all of you, all of your happiness, all of anything about you, if you are complex and exploring your complexities, on one or two people. It might require a team of 10 or more to explore all of that, all of that gray zone, all that stuff you don't know, but you could find out a lot of it with the right people. Um, anyway, I hope this message reaches somebody in a good way and inspires you to think a little bit deeper. I hope you subscribe to my page, and of course, I'll know you have if you comment in my videos, and I would appreciate that also. So anyway, these are my Wednesday rants, and this is my therapy. You know, I catch myself often in thoughts that I can't share with the circle around me. So I'm just leaving a video diary of me behind for someone maybe in the future to trip over and then maybe possibly be inspired at that point. A lot of my topics and videos will start getting a lot more uh, driven and purposeful. I want to keep the same kind of energy to these Wednesday lives. I want them to be very casual. I'm not going to say the other playlists won't be casual, but I think I'm going to be a little bit more driven with the bullet points and how I go about them. Wednesday lives are a lot more off the cuff. Okay. But anyway, um, thank you for your time, your most valuable resource, and sharing some of it with me. And I hope this was well worth your while. And with that, I bid you guys peace. Until next Wednesday, I'm signing off.